Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Bobby Ray. Ba ba. The Bobby Ray Show, everybody.
Hey! Hey, it's Happy New Year from the Bobby Ray Show. Where do we get these from?
Hey, you gotta really
Give
put
that one a go.
some keep behind it.
Mine's got a problem. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Glad you joined us for New Year's. Boy, what a show we got today. I mean, we got a famous actor.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's been in hundreds, maybe thousands of movies. I don't know. We'll find out. And he's one movie he was in, and one of the comedy scenes that he leads is a classic. It's still shown, and we'll kind of get some insight on that. So, boy, that'll be fun.
We're starting 2020 off right.
There you go. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
We're starting it off either way.
We ended Christmas, if you saw our Christmas segment. It was a little, I got pushed aside a little bit. There was a lot of stuff going on, but it ended well.
Yeah.
Ended well.
We were able to kiss and make up afterwards.
Yes, we were. Well, we made up. And,
anyway. Sorry, we don't kiss and tell around
No.
Okay.
But so, how was your New Year's?
It was all right. It was great.
Okay.
I have a 2-year-old son.
Okay.
And so before, my wife and I would get up and we would go out to a house party. And man, as we've gotten older, we just really enjoy staying in and having friends over if we want to, and cooking, and just kind of like we're all here and playing cards and playing games. And I think I took a small power nap from 8 o'clock to 10:30, so I would be fresh for the ball to drop. I was there. So
there you go.
You?
Mine, well, that's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You know, we visited, actually, my grandson. I was in the rip-roaring Lubbock, Texas for New Year's. Yes,
that's tough.
Well, you know, but it was interesting. It was good, and he's got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-year-old. That will keep you going.
Yep.
And that reminds me, I told the 5-year-old I would give her a shout out.
Oh,
so here's a shout out to Cora Ray. Hey, hope you're having a great day. So we got that out of the way. But, but we did stay up to see the ball drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it just reminded me of the Cowboys.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So what's happening with the Cowboys?
I don't know. I'm doing dry January, which means you're not having any alcohol all through January. I'm now happy the Cowboys didn't make it into the playoffs.
Well,
if they had been, I probably wouldn't have been able to stay dry while watching those games.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. So what's going to happen to the coach?
Well, we got a report today that Jason Garrett is out.
Officially? You think officially he's gone?
ESPN says he's out. No more, but don't worry.
Oh, wait.
They already found the replacement.
Oh, really?
There's some time, some lag time. So this was released. The new coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett.
Oh,
there he is, right there. Yeah, Jason Barrett.
There he is.
Lovely young man. He should do a wonderful job.
He should.
Jerry already loves him.
I can see why. Yes.
10 more years to the new reign of Jason Barrett.
Oh, that is great. Yes. Oh no. Well, speaking of the Cowboys and their season. Staff came up with a little top 5 for us.
Oh, great!
You know, I guess we're still not the top 10, so the budget we're not.
Yeah, we don't.
We're just
even looking at the decor that we had, you can tell we're counting our pennies. When it comes to how we get this stuff done.
Well, we've got a top 5 here
we go.
From the staff. Okay, number 5. How do you keep a Dallas Cowboy player out of your yard? Put up goalposts. Look, I'm just reading the staff.
Sad but true.
Okay.
Sad but true.
Where do you go in Dallas in case of a tornado? And, of course, we just had one, I'm sorry to say. But AT&T Stadium, they never get a touchdown there. Okay, I'm just reading. It's just staff, yes. Why doesn't Fort Worth have a professional football team? Because then Dallas would want one. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that one's good.
Now, coach is already gone, so we're kind of piling on here, but staff gave it to us. Number 2, Why was Coach Garrett upset when the Cowboys playbook was stolen? Because he hadn't finished coloring it.
Oh,
well,
Jason.
yes, Jason. I mean, you know. All right, number one. What do you call 47 people sitting around a TV watching the Super Bowl? The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. I just read it. It's staff. So don't anybody call me. Or I just throw that away.
You know what makes me more upset than the Cowboys? I'm a diehard Cowboy fan.
Me too.
Bothered, but small stuff bothers me.
Yeah.
I was trying to enjoy the weekend and watching some bowl games. I want to watch good classic teams clash together and great bowl games. Like back in the day, bowl games, there was like a handful.
Yep.
Maybe 5, 6, maybe 10 bowl games. I did a quick count. 41. There were 41 bowl games that took place over the course of 3 or 4 weeks. That means 82 teams got to play in a bowl game.
Well, who didn't play?
Exactly. When SMU, and again, I went to SMU. When SMU plays in a bowl game, the bar's set pretty low. For them to get in there and play a game. And they were in the Boca Raton Bowl, and that wasn't even the most ridiculous one.
All right.
There's a handful of ones that I highlighted that we're going to get to in a second. But before we get to those 4 or 5. There's a couple. You run out of names for bowls when you just call them the city they're played in. You have the Birmingham Bowl. Like who cares about Birmingham?
Yeah,
Birmingham Bowl.
Birmingham, yeah.
And then you have not just the Potato Bowl, but the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Yeah, but and they're not even 2 teams from Idaho playing in the thing. It drives me crazy. Here's some of the ones I thought were notable to stop down and to highlight. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. The Gasparilla Bowl?
What is that?
No idea. I know it's Bad Boys. You're seeing the logo here. Bad Boys Mowers?
Bad Boys?
That was more of the Gasparilla Bowl. I've never heard of Gasparilla. I would never buy their product now because I had to watch.
You can't buy it, you don't know what it is.
Yeah, I had to watch Marshall and UCF play. And the score was 48-25. Not even a game worth watching.
Yes.
But the other one is
we're going to get a lot of calls.
Is the Quick Lane Bowl. What?
Is that a
Is it a bowling? Is it a quick lube? What's a quick lane?
Bowl there. It does. It says
no,
bowl
the guy holding the wrench.
Oh, that's a bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy holding the wrench. I have no idea what's going on. The Pinstripe Bowl? Is that Suits? Is that prison? Or what's going on with the Pinstripe Bowl? Then you got of course the one that I laughed the hardest at.
Yes.
The Cheez-It Bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Like imagine the coach coming in. Hey guys, it's the Air Force of Washington State. They walk in and go, guys, you played great all year long.
Yep.
You really deserve this.
Yep.
We're going to the Cheez-It Bowl. tell your friends and family it's going to be finger licking good.
Yes,
it's going to be a great game.
Oh, can't hardly wait.
It drives me bananas.
Hey, I'm with you. Absolutely. I tell you what, our next show, let's call the NCAA and say, hey, what is the deal?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Rose Bowl. I saw that at the Rose Bowl by something or other. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
brought to you by so-and-so. But those, like I watch
Cheez-It Bowl.
the Cheez-It Bowl. I watched I listened to the Cowboys on the radio station for a while. It used to be on the Fan. Maybe it still is. But by golly, everything was sponsored. Yeah. You had the first down by Quick Trip. You had the hope it goes in field goal brought to you by all. Everything was every down, first down, fourth down, third down, the whole time. I was like, you guys are driving me crazy.
Yeah, and then they got it all on the field. It's all everywhere.
It's like they pay these players millions of dollars and they have to make up that money somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we won't go there right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about our guest.
Yeah, our guest coming up. And, the new year, before we get to our guest, the new year comes around, and I like doing the reminiscing.
Yes.
Reminiscing of what's going on of 2019.
Yes.
Did you have any New Year's resolutions?
I did.
Can you share? Is it like am I putting you on the spot?
No,
we didn't practice this.
No, we didn't. This is not on the agenda. But I'm tired of every year making these resolutions. Mm-hmm. And what happens?
Nothing.
You don't do them. Or maybe you do 5 and you don't do them. So I decided this year I am going to make 100% of my resolutions. So, like, one is drink more. I mean, how's that? Well, number 2, gain weight. Yeah. I mean, you know.
I don't want to, but.
No, that's what my resolution,
yeah,
you know.
resolute.
I mean, so those are the kind of few things. Read less. I mean, I can handle these.
I want to be drunker, fatter, and dumber.
There you go.
2020, here I go.
And next year on this show, I can say, I am 100% got mine done. So we'll see how that does with you.
I sit around and I like watching other people who are more successful than me fail, which is a long list.
Yeah.
So I love watching, I did 13 years of radio here in Dallas, watching media professionals have bloopers. And I love, I can sit around for hours and watch bloopers. So we got our producer in there to put up a list of a compilation of some of the better ones for 2019. We'll play a few of those.
Yeah,
take a quick break, play some more, then bring our guests on. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Let's go ahead and roll the
something that was never expected.
And bridges are crumbling, only making water rescues even more dangerous.
And on top of the hill, Essentia Health will soon be the new tenant inside the Miller Hill Mall.
Are getting a chance to play today. Oh no! Well, everybody's
so you see, those kinds just make me laugh. We'll keep that
in,
thing rolling. We'll come right back with our very special guest.
That's perfect. Super. All right. Stay tuned.
It appears that a 21-year-old Baltimore man, known by the alias Doo-Doo Butt, was arrested. No word on how he got that alias.
One of the hottest teams in the NFL. That's going to be it for sports. More news after this.
In South Middleton Township, Priscilla Ligori, ABC 27 News. Funny TV magic there. I'm in 2 outfits one day.
Now, within the last half hour, we have put this little cup out here. Oop, I just dropped the cup. Well, we had a cup out here.
It looks so beautiful when it opens.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, but it is freezing.
She had a good point. It looks like, hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Darren. Thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan Berger. Let's go ahead and head straight over. I don't even know. Joel, let's go to Joel.
I'm going home. All right.
Pretty cool.
We'll ad-lib about...
This is where we ad-lib. So the idea is that we're going to be talking about our set. You might have noticed that.
That's right, Carrie and Jason. We're going to talk now about the set.
All right. Hey, welcome back from that short break. And these are good, you know. These are not, well, that's true. Okay. Hey, well, we're super excited to have Burton Gilliam with us today as our guest, who is, he's going to tell us, but done thousands, I'm sure, of movies and everything, and the one very, very famous one that I'm sure we'll hear about. But also, you told me in the green room, I just chatted with you a second, we hadn't met before, and you said you started in, I think, 73 or 2?
Actually, 72. October of 72.
Well, almost 73. Yeah. So October of 72, and you're still going. And so tell us, how did you get started? I mean, how did you get started in the movie business? You just don't show up. Well, maybe you do. I don't know.
It was almost like showing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was a fireman for 14 years in the city of Dallas, and I saw an article in the Dallas paper. It said some big director was coming to Dallas to audition people to be extras in a picture called Paper Moon. Ryan O'Neal was the star of the show, and I thought, hey, I might get to see Ryan O'Neal. I'd never been in a grade school play, so I go down to the Hilton Inn on the corner of 75 and Mockingbird.
Yeah.
And I stayed in line with 450 people.
Oh, my gosh.
450 people, and I wound up with the 6th largest part in the picture, the co-starring role. And
wow. The rest is history.
Rest is history, boy.
Wow.
That 47 years went by fast.
You had to give up firefighting.
I had to give it up.
To
you
do
bet.
that. I guess that wasn't too hard a decision.
Not after they offered me $12,000 to be in Blazing Saddles.
Wow!
Which is what I made in a year at the fire department.
Wow! And so how long did you have to film for Blazers.
Three weeks, but I had 4.5 weeks, and with the extra week and a half in overtime, I made $25,000 big dollars.
Wow! Hello,
I hit the big time.
You did. Well, that thing doesn't go either. Yeah. Well, that had to be exciting.
It was
You're
exciting.
a young guy, and and here I'm going to be a movie star, and
it changed my life.
Oh, I'm sure.
I went to Hollywood. I didn't know anybody. You don't run around with Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder and all those people. I didn't know anybody, so I just became who I wanted to be.
Well, how did you go from Paper Moon? I've heard of that. To the second one, I think you told me was Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
So how did you go?
Well,
I mean, how do you?
I went back to the fire station after Paper Moon. 3 weeks.
Paper Moon didn't pay much. I mean, that wasn't long. So you
$282 for the week.
Ah, I see. Okay,
the big
so we're back at the fire station.
So we go back.
That was fun, but
I took my vacation for the fire department. Go back to the
that
thing.
doesn't add up. Yeah.
And then Mel Brooks calls and asked me to tell me who he was, and I hung up on him the first time, but he called back.
Well, how come you hung up on him?
Because I knew it was another fireman giving me a bad time. When at the fire station, you say, fire station number 39, Gilliam speaking, and this voice says, "Hi, my name's Mel Brooks. I'm a writer, director, actor, producer. And I'm getting ready to do a big picture, and I want you to be one of my stars.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks."
Yep.
Boom. Hang up the phone because fireman had been calling me for 3 months.
Ragging on you for that. Yeah. So obviously he called back.
He called back. If he hadn't called back, you know what I'd be? Right now, I'd be a retired fireman living down in East Texas, and I'd have 2 cows.
Yes, that's true. Well, that wouldn't be too bad.
That's what firemen do. They go to East Texas, have a couple of cows.
He's from East Texas.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's right. So
a lot of guys out there own 2 cows. Three's excessive. One's not 2. Yeah, you're weird. You have 1 cow.
Yeah,
you gotta have 2.
You get 3, then you got a weird.
Yeah,
well, there's
we
a
don't
lot
even
of
talk
weird
about
things going on in East Texas. Well, anyway, so he obviously called back.
Yes, he did.
And you took that call,
and I
guess?
took that call. My captain took the call and called me into the phone.
I got it.
And he told me what he wanted to do, and I said I can't do it. I don't have any more vacation time coming.
Yeah.
But he talked me into coming out to see him. I went out to see him the first time, told him no. Went out to see him the second time, told him no.
And you told him no because
first time because the part was nothing.
Okay.
The part of Lyle.
Man, you're already stepping up. I mean, you're already. I'm in Paper Moon.
I'm negotiating here, man. There was nothing to do in Blazing Saddles. I go back home, come back to Dallas. I get a phone call from this guy. He says, "Hey, man, this is Richard." Yes, Richard. Who? Richard Pryor, man.
Oh, wow.
And I had met him while we were out there. He was one of our writers. And he said, "We've rewritten your part because we want you to do the part, and we're not going to be happy unless we can get you to do it." And he said, "We want you to come back." I said, "Y'all going to pay for me to come back again?" He said, "First class."
You're going to need to make me happy, though.
So I go back, and I said, I read the script, come back the next day, and I said, "Boy, I'd like to do this, but I made scale on $282 on Paper Moon.
Yeah.
I got to have more than that." Mel says, "Go around and see the casting department. They handle the money," which is partially true.
Yeah.
So I go around and see this lady, and she kept saying, "Mr. Gilliam, there's really no money in this part." And I was,
what am I doing here?
Yes. And so after about the third time, I said, "Well, thank you very much." And I just left. I went back, got on a plane, came back to Dallas. Next day about noon, I got a phone call from Mel and said, "What happened?
Where'd you go?"
Yeah, where'd you go? I said, "Y'all don't have any money." "How much money did she offer you?" "Nothing. She said you don't have any money." He said, "I'll call you back."
Wow.
So he called me back in about 10 minutes. I go back to see him again in about 10 days and sat down in front of him. He said, "Well, how much is it going to take for us to get you to do this part?" And I said, "Well,
That's when you told me what.
$12,000 at the fire department a year.
Match that, boy.
Boy,
yeah,
yes, sir.
Big boy.
I knew that impressed him, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
and he took about, maybe a quarter of a second to answer, yes, we can pay you that.
That's what you wanted? Oh, God, yeah. I think I got that in my pocket somewhere.
I mean, it was that quick, you know. And of course, I'm pretty slow, so about a minute later, I'm thinking, hey, I might have left some money out on that table.
Well, look, let's stay on Blazing Saddles for a minute, and because that's obviously a biggie. That's huge.
I wound up with 4.5 weeks on the picture. With overtime, I made $25,000.
Oh my gosh! You doubled up.
I killed him.
Gosh, that's an incentive to kind of mess up all, isn't it? I mean, you kind of incentive for you to mess up and stay longer. And I guess I hadn't thought about that. You know,
that will. If you mess up too much, that will ensure that you won't be.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. So real quick. Some people, I can't imagine this, but maybe some people out there have not seen Blazing Saddles. How would you just very quickly describe Blazing Saddles movie?
Blazing Saddles is some people think it's racist. It is not racist. It is the complete opposite of racist.
Okay.
It's making fun of you and me and you and everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else.
Right.
And and it's in the top 100 movies of whatever they call it.
Whatever it is.
The national movie, whatever.
Okay.
It's in the top 100. They don't number them. It's just in. In the top 100.
Oh, that's a good. Well, and it's still showing today.
On television, it's there all the time.
Wow.
It is shown more times on television than any rerun movie in television history.
Wow, is that right? That's amazing.
Well,
I have seen it at least once, probably more than once, and I never got that racist out. I mean, it's just a hilarious movie, and so
I say stuff like right off the bat, "Come on, boys! I don't hear no singing. How about a good old Afro-American work song?" I didn't say it exactly.
You were going to give me a heart attack.
I was just waiting. Yes. So
the last episode of the Bobby Ray Show.
Yeah. So how did you? So we are live now. So how did you get to the big part? The fart.
Oh,
the fart. I mean, I'll just say it. It's the fart scene, right?
That's awful brave of you. I was going to say.
I don't know how the gas. That doesn't sound right.
The professional word to use would be
what would that
fart.
Be? Yeah, that's what I thought. See there, I had right here. The staff said fart. That's what I put down.
Flatulence scene.
When I read that scene, I knew then that. And had me as being I'm the first person in motion picture history to fart on camera. Not among the first, I'm the first.
Wow.
When I saw that,
if my thing worked here,
thank you.
Make Mama proud. Mama?
Yes.
Mama, I made it.
That's exactly right. I have used that joke many times. My mama would be so proud of me.
But I think, and you can kind of take us, I don't know if there's any taking through this, it's just, we've got it queued up, do we not, Mr. Josh? And let's take a look at this famous scene. Knock on barbed wire before entering.
That's Ross Dollarhide.
about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough. I understand there's a new sheriff in town. Who wants to kill him?
Mr. Taggart, sir. Why don't we give him to Mongo?
Mongo?
I'm famous.
You are famous. You are famous.
You said that took a day and a half to shoot.
Yeah.
Did that guy have to eat beans for a day and a half?
Yeah.
Or
We were eating
that
beans.
cut.
They had these great big cans of beans. Van Camp porky beans, about that big around, and they just kept dipping them up. We kept eating them.
Oh my gosh! So how long did it take to? That was probably 10 seconds, 15. I don't know. How long?
Day and a half to do that.
A day and a half to do that one.
Day and a half and 4 pair of underwear.
Yes.
And keep those things and rotating it up.
2 buckets, big old buckets of beans. Oh my! Now, this may be getting too technical, but how did they make those sounds?
I have no idea.
What?
Well, I will tell you that after we had done it, a couple of times.
Yes, you said a day and a half.
Times, you've got to. The sound people have to come to work. They got to. They got to make their money.
Yeah, that's a good
but
point.
we were trying our very, very best. But after a couple of 3 times, we're shot.
Yeah. I can
special
I
effects.
can understand that. Yeah, special effects. Wow. Well, that obviously is forever famous and brought you to stardom. And we didn't show the rest of the clip, but you stand up and talk to that cowboy that came in, and we got to see it earlier.
Slim Pickens. Yeah.
Slim Pickens. Yes.
I got to do a whole bunch of stuff in the show.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Wow. Anything else? Anything else come to mind funny during that making that movie? I mean, you had so many people there that were funny and so many parts. I mean, just the whole thing was
I lived
funny.
with Alex Karras while we did the show.
Oh my gosh.
Alex was Mongo. He was out from Detroit.
Yeah.
Where he played football.
Yes.
I was out from Dallas. I drove my car out, and after the first couple of days, I stayed at the Universal Sheraton, and he asked me the third day, he said, why don't you come over and stay with me? He said, you got the car, and I've got a 2-bedroom apartment over here that somebody gave him every time he came out, and said, it won't cost you anything. So we were together 4 weeks, and he was the best guy. We had a great time.
Oh. Well, so I've been kind of using these big numbers for how many movies you've been in, thousands, and so how many is it? How many?
Well,
have
it's a few less than 1,000.
Well, I knew it might be a little bit.
It'd be pretty close to 52. Might be exactly 52.
Exactly.
I've done a lot of big pictures. But you probably missed Soccer Dog, right? Did you miss?
That one just
You
doesn't come
mean the
to
classic
mind.
Soccer Dog?
Yeah,
But you didn't make Soccer Dog 2.
No.
Return to Soccer.
Yeah. No, I think I missed that one.
I've done 52, and I've done about 150 television shows and 300 commercials. So it's always been really good.
So the 152 was Blazing Saddles. No, 52. Yeah. I'm already trying to give you more credit.
Thank you.
Was Blazing Saddles your most fun, or
Well, Paper Moon is right up there because it was the first, and to be for my first one to have a starring role in it was really special. Cool. But then, Blazing Saddles it can't be replaced.
No.
So right at the first of my career, changed my life right there.
Yeah.
A wonderful time.
Wow. Maybe we could get into movies.
Sure, you could.
I mean, we could. They still looking for
you can make a racehorse out of a jackass.
Yeah,
it can. I know. Look at here. It happened.
Oh man, how things have changed, though, right? I mean,
Oh my goodness.
So if you did that part today, what do you think they'd have to pay you?
Oh,
if you were
today, if I had all this career behind me, I would make probably $75,000, maybe $100,000.
Yeah,
for that
just for
part.
that little shot.
But if I was still brand new, they'd probably pay me $15,000.
Okay,
like that.
all right. Wow.
So
Wow.
you weren't off the mark when you were back
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
'72.
saying.
You got a pretty
You,
good deal.
Oh my gosh!
yeah.
I got a real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I said this, but of the other movies, of all the movies, which did you enjoy making the most? I mean, obviously, Blazing Saddles was extremely popular, and I think Paper Moon. I think it ended up being a big movie. And
it was a
so, of all those that you've made,
I don't know.
Which one? What do you think?
I don't know.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
they're
all different.
They're all
different.
Except for Soccer Dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Soccer Dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first two will always be very, very special.
Yeah. Well, they should be. That's awesome.
It's kind of like Girlfriends. Your first two are always better. after that, it's all down there.
Oh, you see what I put up with?
Thank goodness for the Lone Star Drive-In Theater.
Well, okay, now then, let's see what else is on the agenda here. Yeah. They're not even drive-ins anymore. Oh, well, that's a different topic. Oh, well, this is great. I mean, people talk about you. Not everybody knows your name, but they know the scene. They know that scene. And know that you're kind of the key guy in it and the head guy.
I get to tell the story. I'm the first one you see in the picture, and I get to tell not where the story is going, but how crazy it's going to be.
Yeah.
And that's the real. A lot of movies, a lot of pictures don't do that in the first scene, but boy, Blazing Saddles
came right out.
Here
we go.
Yeah, boy, grab on. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah. Well, I know you still do a lot of public speaking and people having you at the conventions and which says right there how great you were and how great the movie was, and people still want to hear about it and still talk about it, and you're to be congratulated on a great career that's still going.
It's been.
How much longer are we going to go?
I know that I'm going to do another 19 years.
How do you know that?
Because I'm going to live to be 100.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, there you go.
You don't find many actors that say, "Hey, I'm retired."
Yeah, well, that's true.
If on my 100th birthday, if I happen to die, if they're shooting a movie here in Dallas and they need a corpse.
There you are. There you are.
Use my body.
Use me.
Film it.
Sign me up. Oh, wow. Well, then we can have you back sometime. Well, this is great. And I know you probably had to change some things to be here on short notice, but we appreciate it so much. This has been fun. And I got one last question.
Yes.
So we kind of ask all of our guests. So what is the one thing that nobody knows about you? What one thing is there that nobody knows about Burton Gilliam? What would that be? We're kind of on schedule here.
Okay,
but take your time,
I don't want to get too. I want to keep it light.
Well, it's okay. It is what it is.
Okay, nobody knows that I have. There's only been one movie that they wrote. They don't know it, but they wrote it for me, and that was Paper Moon. Wow. As soon as I saw the script, I knew the part. I knew the lines. I knew all the 4 scenes. I knew every one of the scenes as soon as I read them, like that. Reading lines and remembering lines they're a tough thing for me to do.
Yeah.
But nobody knows that, hey, they really wrote that for me. They didn't know it. They just didn't know it. I remembered it like that,
I'm going to Netflix tonight and when I get home and watch Paper Moon.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to find out about Burton Gilliam.
It is a great picture. It was nominated for Picture of the Year but didn't win. But
have you ever been nominated for anything?
No, I was almost nominated for that.
Oh, wow.
Like 7 votes getting an Academy Award nomination.
You couldn't buy them all? I mean, I don't have
any. And you know what?
$12,000 an hour.
You can, hey, if my agent had said, hey, you ought to take out an ad in both the trade papers, and that would have cost me about $1,000 back then. I know I
You'd
could have
picked up 7 votes.
I could have gotten 7 votes out of that.
Yeah.
You know, all you do is put
Isn't
your
that
picture
amazing?
for your consideration.
Hello.
Burton Gilliam in Paper Moon.
Wow. Well, hey, you got another 7. What'd you say? 17.
19. Got 19 years.
Another 19 years to go.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll be 100.
Yeah.
So, hey,
well, sometime between now and then, we'll do an ad. We'll chip in. You call us, and we'll when the time comes, we'll run a full page ad.
Oh,
we're
my
going to go after
this
it.
is
You know?
good.
Yeah.
That'd be about $20,000 now.
We'll run a quarter page
Okay,
ad.
then.
Quarter page
Do
ad.
they have a little line
lower bottom corner.
How about a little line?
Middle of the magazine.
Wow. Well, this was fun again.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Do we? We got, of course, we do this every week, and we've had some special guests on, but you take the saddle. You know, you're in.
Done
a great job.
This must be your second show.
Well, I think Well,
and the first one didn't show up. So, yeah.
So you're good. But anyway, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was fun, and maybe we could end with. Do you have that famous scene queued up? We could kind of go out with that, So we just, we should have bought one of those poopy seats or something. I don't know,
Oh, I've been given plenty.
Oh, I bet you. Yeah.
Oh,
I bet you worn out a bunch.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. But thank you for being here. Thank all of you for watching us again. And we can't wait to get back next week. And we'll see about calling the NCAA, because we got to do something about this. I think, it may just be up to us.
Yeah.
To say, hey, something's got to change.
Yeah.
You want to chip in on that?
I just want to sit back and listen. And
Oh,
watch.
yeah. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Thank all of you. See you next time.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.